serious esports contender coming behind it. It'll be interesting to kind of see how that mixes everything up.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's start over here. First question.
Oh, hello. I thought I was going to hold it. Okay, hi, me
Hi,
again.
Deb Step.
Hi, I'm Deb Step. I'm from Virginia, and since the last time I saw you guys, my channel has grown a lot, which has been really, really exciting.
Congrats.
And thanks. And so I can also play a lot more games since my computer is more awesome. Thanks, Co. And I want to know, how do you make a schedule? How do you choose what games you're going to play? Because now there's so many.
I think you're probably the best one to answer this.
Sure. So there's two different things that schedule can mean. It can be what games you play on what days, or it can be when on those days you play the games. So what I would say, and what I've found has really been working well, is find games that are coming out with either new games or updates or something like that, and then choose those times to kind of, if you're interested, to kind of play through the predecessors. Now, a lot of times, especially, I will be kind of late with them, or early with them, in my cases of like Metal Gear, and I'm doing like an Uncharted playthrough coming up, and I think that was released months ago, for the last one, or even a year ago, I don't even know. But what I would say is, of course, first, whatever you enjoy. Make a list of the things that you would enjoy streaming, the things that you would have fun doing and you'd have fun playing with your community. At that point, it may be a good idea. If none of them really sync up with the release, poll your community. I actually did that on multiple times when I was coming out with my franchise playthrough kind of concept. And it was like, what would you guys want to see? Would you really want to see them back to back? Would it be better if they were broken up? You know, would you want to see that much game franchise in one block? You know, would that tire you out? And I really found that it came down at the end of the day, and this is what my community told me: play what you want to play. And if it's really interesting to you, they will watch it. So with your exact scheduling question, do you have like an idea of what you want to play and you're trying to choose, or do you just have no idea and you're like, I want to choose something that works on Twitch? Like,
I feel like now I've probably made myself too much of a schedule because I've been playing all the Fallout games. Of course, now Fallout 4 is coming out, and I've totally screwed myself for next month because I have like almost 200 hours of scary games to play for October, and I'm fluffed. Yeah, totally. So I feel like now I'm over.
Don't say fluff. Please don't say fluff.
Shut up. I can't say. I'm not allowed to say bad words.
It is literally his favorite word.
I want to literally fluff your face with my balls.
If I drop an F-bomb, then it's another
the
hour
third
in
announcement on Drop Frames. But what were you saying with that? Again, like if you have too much, that's actually great. Because what will happen after you've been doing this for a couple years is you will get into these areas where there's not really a game out that you want to play, there's nothing really new coming out, and then all of a sudden you're kind of playing a game you're kind of sort of into, you can play, but so anytime you have those backlogs of games, that's a great thing. Yeah. Don't ever worry about not streaming something. Now, as a new streamer, of course, it's probably going to be it's going to be advantageous to you to pick games that are still somewhat popular on Twitch, not like the newest releases, because, well, we could get into scheduling and new streamers and new releases, but games that have come out recently. Like, for instance, Soma, great game to play right now. Layers of Fear, people love seeing people play that. Until Dawn? Another great, like, these are all games like I've been saving. Like, these are all games that people would love to see other people play, even weeks and potentially months after release. Right. So the short answer, now that I've given the long one, is, you know, focus on what you like first, and then and then after that, kind of after you have your list of what you want to play, take that list and work through what's going to work best for the channel.
Yep. Cool. Thank you for the question.
Thank you.
Over there.
Hey guys, I'm Thantophobe.
Hey, buddy, what's
Hello.
up,
And my question was, since you guys have been going to these different cons and also being here, what's been your most fun and weird experiences meeting these people that, well, watch you all the time?
Zeke?
Hey, why is it assumed that I have the weirdest experiences?
Because you're the weirdest guy here.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
That's fair.
No, honestly, I can't really explain, like, there's like one weird experience. Like, it's all a weird experience. It's like, like, from start to finish, there are weird, like, it gets exponentially weirder as the night goes on, you know, the drinks are flowing and, you know, you get louder and stuff like that, but, like, honestly, it's like joy to, like starting joy, and then it's like more joy, and then more joy, and then joy, like, becomes like other stuff, and then it's fucking wonderful. Like all the experiences. Like I have cried at every single con, at least probably one every day. Yesterday was probably the first time that I did not like cry or tear up like during a con day. Like every single day at PAX Prime, at least one time I cried.
Yeah.
Because I was so happy.
Well, then day 9 got you today. He got everyone, and then, yeah.
I'm not going to say that he didn't.
There you
but
go.
I'm not going to say that he did.
There you go.
No, I did the double breathe for that. I did the. But
Yeah.
no, like seriously, it's all weird, but it's all wonderful. Like,
Yeah, I think.
I fell asleep in my pizza last night.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But in
Again.
to be fair, that's a pretty normal night.
Yeah, that
Exactly.
didn't
See,
that
that's
happen?
that's not weird to me.
That happened last con, didn't it?
Yeah,
Yes,
it
it did.
exactly last
Except
time.
he was naked at that one too.
Oh, that one I was naked. I fell
Yes.
asleep in my clothes this time.
Well, good. I mean, that's a step up.
It's progress.
Yeah.
And I was crying into the pizza.
Yeah.
Okay, I got to say, I actually have one. So I can't remember if it was last East or South, but I was at one of the Twitch parties, and a very inebriated individual came up to me, barely connecting his words together. It was one word, and basically he like poured his heart out to me. He was just starting on Twitch, and he was, and I was a big influence. He actually talked about Zeke, and he just probably a good 5 minutes, and he was 3 inches from my face with his arm around me, just having a great time. And then he kind of stumbled off. The next day, I'm walking through the con, and he comes up to me, and he goes, "Oh, you're Co." And I said, "Yeah." Without missing a beat, he goes, "It's great to meet you." Quick handshake, and walks away.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And and the best
Such
part
a
was
lush.
someone was standing next to me that was there last night, and it was just one of those. Was that? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. That was fun. That I knew he was having a good time, so it was good. It was good.
I think for me, it's not a specific answer, but I think like this is just a weird thing. Streamers are people that sit in their rooms 24 hours a day and work. So like we don't do well in public spaces.
Correct.
The fact that these two are like, I was telling them before we got up here, like, you guys are you're gonna be a little bit nervous when you get up. You're gonna be nervous when you get up on stage. Like it's just gonna happen. And they're like, "No, we got it." And then right before we go on, they're just like, "Oh my God, there's a lot of people out there." And so I think like everything that we do is a little bit weird. Like this.
You know what really helps?
What's that?
Every one of these people has a Twitch name.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all. I mean, every one of these people has a Twitch name, and it's just like we're home on Twitch.
Yeah, most people when they introduce, it's like, "What's your Twitch name? What's your real name?"
Yeah.
Speaking of which, huge party foul, Twitch. You should be handing out those little cards at
Yes.
the door saying
yeah.
my Twitch name is. Like everyone who's introduced themselves to me, they've like so many have walked up to me that I've known, and if I'd seen that name tag, I would have been like, "Oh, it's you," and it would have been like
yeah.
this great thing. But yeah, I'm really surprised. That should go out with like the tickets. You should get your tickets and a little sticker that you can bring with you.
Thank you for your question, by the way.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm sorry about that. Thetaphobia, you're awesome. Thanks, man.
Hi, my
Hi.
Twitch handle is Miamningyo, but no one cares. I'm from Berlin. Well, I'm from Berlin, Germany, and in Germany they created their own TV channel on Twitch, so they will really use the VOD system, and I will really like it. What do you think about this? Like, do you think? Yeah, well, go on. Shoot.
Are you talking about G4? Is that G? Are you talking about G4?
No, I'm talking about rocket beans.
Oh, rocket beans.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rocket Beans.
Everyone doesn't know what it is, so.
No, I know rocket beans. Yeah, I think what rocket beans is doing is what everyone will be doing in a couple of years. Like they are pioneering what should be done on Twitch. They basically came from TV, like you said, and did it right. And you can see in their viewership that they're doing it right, and people are very receptive to that. I think that what they do, it takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of people to be able to do what they're doing. There's no single streamer that'll be able to match that. But I think you look at people like Nerd Fusion, and I think you're going to see them do the very same thing in,
They're
in a
conquering the
couple
world,
months.
man.
Do what?
They're conquering the world.
They're
They're doing some
that's
amazing
the
things.
next step, I think, is the Nerd Fusions or the Rocket Beans. Like, that's where all this is heading towards, I think, in the next 6 months to a year.
You know what the funny part is, though? Rocket, those guys are like the DJ Wheat. They're like, oh, free bandwidth.
Yeah. Yeah.
So about these whole channel TV licensing fees, let's
Right.
just,
Yeah.
what is it, OBS XSplit? Cool.
And the other thing, too, that's really awesome about Rocket Beans is their production is just like,
It's so
it's
top-notch,
amazing.
man.
Like, they're top of the field for sure.
It's a TV channel.
Yeah.
It's a bona fide TV experience on Twitch.
They definitely nailed it. So, yeah, huge shout out to Rocket Beans. If you guys haven't watched them before, definitely do. Thanks for the question, man.
Great question.
If you understand German, though. Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Thanks so much, man.
Thank you.
Hey, my name is Dan, and I'm from the land of ice and snow, good old Minnesota. And my question is, with everyone so excited about playlists, are playlists, since you can play your VODs 24/7, going to kind of be the death of smaller streamers?
That's a good question. Like,
And the hosting system.
do what?
And the hosting system.
Oh yeah, like I guess what does that do to the hosting system? That's an even better question.
Immediately when I heard about that, they were like, "Oh, you don't have to host anymore." It's like, don't have to. I want to.
Yeah, I mean that's
You know, I'd much rather choose to host than show my own shit.
One of the things that I was most interested at here, and I've actually checked 2 or 3 times, is like what is happening on Twitch when everyone's here. Like what broadcaster is doing amazingly well viewership-wise that doesn't normally do that well?
Oh, is it stripping?
Are we giving this asshole free shout-outs now? Like what's going on here?
Wait, which camera are we in? Twitch.tv/strippin'. 2 Ps.
So, to answer your question, like, that kind of sucks for smaller broadcasters because, you know, if the people that average 20, 50, however many viewers, 1,000 plus viewers all the time, are running a stream all the time, maybe those viewers won't go other channels. But the other thing, too, is I think there's a lot of value in the fact that you're live and not streaming a VOD.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
I'm very worried about people that will go way too hard on the VODs on their channel, and they'll actually lose a lot of their community because no one wants to watch a VOD. The nice thing about Twitch is it has a chat. It's live. It's a real breathing thing instead of like, here's a canned video that I added a bunch of cool special effects and then a lens flare drops in. Like, that's what I'm most worried about with the upload stuff. But
And more importantly, and I'm not 100% on this, but I'm assuming that channels running offline VODs will not show up in the live lists.
That's the other thing,
So
too,
that
yeah.
alone is not, I mean, VOD will never trump live.
yeah.
There are people that come to Twitch for the live interactive experience. There are people that when the channels they like get above a certain viewership, they go find a smaller channel because that's the experience they want. That's never going to leave. So it will, I will say, I'm sure they'll keep hosting, well, I'm not sure, but I'm assuming they're going to keep hosting. So people can continue to use that, and they could probably maybe hosting will trump the VOD, offline VOD, so you can host someone, and then when that, they log off, it goes to your VOD thing or something. But at the end of the day, I think it is going to shift the onus of spreading the word to the smaller streamers a little bit more to the larger streamers, but I don't by any means think it'll be the death of it.
Yeah, I would agree. Do you have anything to say on that? We good?
I'm fully with the host system. I love
You host
I love
all
when
the
they
time.
introduced it. I
Yeah,
love
you
how,
gave
I
your
love when
mods the ability to host. Like,
I did,
you're
yes,
crazy.
of course. No, that's why I take the time and pick them. If they do a shitty job, I fucking unmod them.
Well, there
Simple
you
as
go.
that.
There you go.
But
Thank you
I've
for the
only had to
question,
do that
by the way.
one time, and it's great.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Oh, not this
Can
guy.
we
Skip this guy.
over there, please?
You're next.
No?
Kidding. No, we didn't get to him last time he had a question. So
It's true.
I'm excited now.
Gassy Mexican.
Hi, I'm
The
Max.
fuck do you want?
I'm Max. I'm from San Francisco. She told me I had to do that, so I did. No, I have a real question for you. I'm not going to troll you or anything like that. This is the first TwitchCon, obviously. You know that. You guys were talking with Kevin about future iterations of it. What are the pros and cons that you guys have had at this show? What have they done well? What do you think they can improve on? And what do you want out of future TwitchCons? Like, what would you want TwitchCon to be for a broadcasting standpoint? Like, what do you want the dream to be for the con in the future?
Great question.
It's a good question. Good question. I was actually talking to one of the craziest motherfuckers involved with Twitch, Cohhcarnage.
Yeah.
And
My brother.
I love him.
Sure.
I absolutely love him with all my heart.
Why do you think I took his name?
Right? Seriously?
No.
I was going to say. I was like, yeah, never mind. Anyway, before I was so rudely interrupted. He said, like, you know what we should be doing on the Twitch stage right now? We should be like, and he's serious, it's like, we should be in fucking bathrobes, like with slippers on, in front of like a fake fire,
Yeah.
and playing video games and inviting people up to come on stage and play fucking video games with us.
Make it
Because that's Twitch.
I will do that.
And I was like, you are a genius. You are a crazy ass genius. And that's what I want to see.
Yeah.
I would love to have seen that on the Twitch stage. More like interactive audience shit. Like just pull you up, just craziness.
Yeah, make it weird.
Yeah, make it weird.
People love weird stuff on. It
Pretty
turns
much
out
a
weird
catchphrase.
works.
Yeah. But that's what I would like to see.
Yeah. What about
More
you?
weird.
For me, this has been remarkable for a first con. I mean,
Really
everyone has been awesome. The floor is laid out well. Technically, everything's been working great. I mean, for a first con, I'm very impressed. Now, of course, there's growing pains, and there's things that they're going to learn as they move forward. But just actually on that line, I'd love to see more emphasis on partner-viewer interaction. Like the signings and stuff are good, and don't get me wrong, it's pretty much everything that most people would ask for. But I think there's some really cool kind of unexplored territories between viewer and broadcaster that could really be explored at something like TwitchCon.
Yeah.
So I think that as we move forward, I'd also, of course, love to see more big titles and big names come into here. I'd love for, now of course some people are going to hear this and roll their eyes at Twitch, but I would love for TwitchCon to become like a PAX-style place for people to announce their products. I would love to go to a TwitchCon and know not only am I going to be with all of my broadcaster buddies and all the viewers, and it's going to be amazing, but we're also going to get on top of that, the icing on the cake of, you know, some new announcements or big news, or we can play games, and I'd love to see it kind of move in that direction, in addition to keeping its heart and soul of TwitchCon.
Yeah, and I think the other thing too, there's so many fucking cons now, man.
There are.
And that's like, I think TwitchCon will eventually, right now, everything here this is a giant test. Like this is literally a giant live test. And I think as it moves and as it progresses forward, I'm sure we'll see more in a year, more than one.
Like
Oh,
find
yeah.
its voice.
And
sure.
I think it's going to find its own thing. Like,
Yeah, it's very Paxi-ish right now, but I think it's going to like torpedo into something. Like it's going to hone into something that's just Twitchy.
And I think that's almost, it has to.
I mean, to be blunt, it's like, in my opinion, it's like a lot of the best parts of PAX. Because like, what do we do when we go to PAX? We go to the Twitch booth and we hang out with all the people, and the viewers come see us, and we do our stuff there. And it's like, that's what I don't know about you guys, but that's like 60 to 80% of my PAX experience is doing that kind of stuff. So to have that embody the whole con and to see kind of the directions that's going to go, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for like broadcasters is Twitch needs like a talent manager. Because there's so many broadcasters that I've gone up to, and they're just like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm supposed to be somewhere, I have no idea where the fuck that is.
Growing pains.
Yeah, and it's a growing pain, but I think that's like the first thing you'll see.
I agree. I agree. Also, it would be cool if they tied the
I'm sure there's someone watching this going, I'm doing the best I can.
Oh, I know.
I am trying as hard as I can. It's not easy. You guys are dicks.
No, but like ready for this?
I'm going to answer the question.
Ready for this? Imagine if you could log into the Twitch app, and if Twitch could send notifications to your phone on where you should be and when.
Oh.
Yeah,
exactly. Beep, beep, beep. Oh.
Yeah, exactly. No, but you know, stuff like that will come with time, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, Cassie.
Thanks,
Max. Buy a shirt that's designed by him with booth. It's awesome.
All right. My handle is Arrow Fodder, and I come from Fort Worth, Texas. First, obligatory thank you, all of you, for being you and doing what you do. You bring untold thousands of hours of entertainment to people. Question is, we have tons of people who are looking into getting into streaming here at TwitchCon, and there's no shortage of talent and advice going around on different ways to set up your stream, what equipment, and sort of the larger strategic challenges that they face as they want to grow their channel. But you three know that there are sort of more annoying, smaller, everyday, frequent challenges to put up with or learn how to deal with when streaming. What challenges would you want to warn new streamers about so they don't get blindsided when they start?
I think
thank you for your question. Are you talking about like technical problems or like
anything? Right?
Anything.
Anything.
Any
Okay.
small, frequent problem.
I think the first one is like you have to turn on your stream pretty much every day, and if you're not willing to do that,
or have a set schedule.
Yeah, on a set schedule. Yeah, like it. For a lot of
first
broadcasters,
things first, like to do it.
Yeah, like for a lot of broadcasters, going live is something they sometimes dread. Like maybe something's going on in their life that they don't want to stream, but you have to. Like that's the job. That's what it is.
Guilty.
Yeah. And it's sometimes like the hardest thing to do is go live. And sometimes they'll see people go live and it takes like 30 minutes for them actually to start the broadcast.
Yep.
And I think that's like one of the, That's like one of the hardest things that not a lot of people know. I mean, tech issues, like, we could spend an entire episode, and probably will, talking about all the tech issues that we've run into.
Everybody has them.
Yeah.
I gotta say, one of the biggest things that I would warn for new streamers is understanding that first of all, it's never a guarantee. It's a brutal reality. It's never a guarantee you'll succeed on Twitch. But more importantly, if you go a few months and you don't see a lot of growth, that may not be a bad thing. That may just be that you haven't hit your game yet, or you haven't hit your mark. You know, a lot of people will take stagnation or a slight decline as their streams are now becoming depressing. They're talking about it a lot. Don't let that stuff get you down. Focus on your show. Focus on you. Focus on. Always act like there's 10,000 people watching you, regardless of what's going on in your channel. And I've seen, unfortunately, partnered streamers that have, gotten partner and expected, they thought they've made it, and then all of a sudden, it doesn't go as they planned, and it's just like a multi-month decline because they had all these expectations that frankly weren't grounded in reality. So at the end of the day, my biggest advice is treat it like a hobby, and then if it's successful, start going from there. Put as much of your heart and soul as you want to into it, while being responsible about your day job and supporting you and anyone else you need to in your life. Then once that ball gets rolling, then you can really dive into it. But don't ever, I mean, there's really good streamers on Twitch that are really big right now that took months to get started. And I mean months of single to low double-digit viewers, months. And I've seen so many streamers quit from that where I've been like, you could have potentially been big. Like, you're a good quality broadcaster. You bring a lot to the table. You have unique things. But you're expecting this, all this success to happen, and it's just not. It's just not. I mean, I went through, like I've talked about on Draw Friends, I went through a 3-month period where it was just a slow decline every day. I almost quit streaming in my 6th month on Twitch. I almost said, I'm done with this. I'm not going anywhere. I clearly don't understand how this works. And I had to basically stop what I was doing and take the whole thing back to the drawing board to get to where I am right now. Yeah. But it's just, don't let that stuff get to you. Focus on improving, focus on yourself, and focus on being the best, doing the best show you can do. That's it.
Yeah, I think expect nothing, want nothing, and have fun in what you're doing.
Yes.
And that's, hopefully it'll be successful.
Don't
if it's not,
hold expectations.
That's
no, you're the best guy to say that, though, because you stumble into success. Like, everything, it's like, hey, why don't we do this, what if you think we did this fucking talk show? How about that? How'd that be? And then it's like this. And now it's this. And it's like, yeah, it was my idea. No big deal.
I don't do that.
You do that. You are a success machine. I don't know how you fucking do it.
I don't think he
Seriously,
knows how
you're
he
like
does it.
close-up magic. Like, how did you do that?
I don't know, man.
Yeah. You just got the golden touch, baby. But yeah.
Midas touch, man.
This is awkward now, but yeah, I guess.
Is it awkward? What if I sat on your lap right now?
That might be more awkward.
I think that should probably happen.
What if I just put my hand in your lap? Okay. Now pet me. Pet me a little.
I'm not.
No, you're not gonna pet me.
I'm not gonna touch
Are you turning red?
A little bit.
Man,
Thanks for the question.
Thank you for your question.
Thank you for your question. And for you, man, you got to take this show more seriously, dude.
What?
This is bullshit.
Are you being serious right now?
I'm being dead serious right now. Don't put your head in his lap. You know what?
What the fuck is?
I'm done with this.
What are you doing?
I got a panel in 15 minutes. I got to go. See y'all later.
Bye, Cole! Dude, I got chills from that look that he gave me.
That was pretty real.
I'm not kidding. I knew he was gonna do that, but.
Yeah.
Whew,
yeah.
I never want to piss that guy out. Jesus.
That was pretty
Tear
rough.
my head off.
That's pretty rough. What's going on, man?
Hey, Daniel from San Jose. Of course, JP, you know me as Imagine, and as one of the leading members of JP's mod union. They would be remiss if I didn't ask you when the payments will start flowing.
You already get paid, though.
Don't answer that.
He already gets paid, though.
It's like,
Oh, he already gets paid?
He already gets paid, so he's out,
something
that's
else.
out of mod here. He gets paid, none of the other mods do, so basically you're betraying all of them.
Yes.
And now you just got called out by me, so there you go.
I know. My actual question,
I'm getting away with just giving my mods dinner.
My actual question is, with all the cons, with PAX Prime, PAX South, East, GamesCon, TwitchCon, all that, they're all starting to flow on top of each other. Do you guys ever feel like the content on Twitch might start to suffer, or people will start experiencing too much burnout and just the essential quality of their cast will start to suffer too much because they're piling all these cons on top of each other where they're expected to go.
Yeah, I mean, I think casters burn out. He's asking, like, going to all these cons and stuff, like, our casters going to burn out. Is that, is that right?
Yeah. And like, will the general quality on Twitch of a lot of the top casters go down because of it?
I think that casters already burn out, whether, like, I can count 20 casters that I know have had a week where they're just like, fuck, like, I don't want to stream right now, but I'm going to do it anyways, and that's just kind of like, that's the professionalism of a lot of these casters, and I think a lot of people are burnt out. You stream 7 days a week for 8+ hours a day, you're basically on talking to and interacting with people. It's like no other job out there, and you can't really know that unless you do it. Otherwise, I just look like an idiot to people that are just like, yeah, well, I work in construction. I'm like, yeah, that's a really hard job, but you don't know what it's like to be a streamer. What it's like to talk right out.
Like, once you're done for the day, you're like, dude, okay, I'm out, bye. But streaming, it's like, if you have a shitty day, it's because you were shitty.
Right.
Like, you feel like shit after that. You're like, that was a shitty broadcast because I suck.
Yeah.
And then you don't want to do it the next day because you're like, fuck this, man. No one likes me. I was a shit yesterday. I'm going to be a shit today. Yeah. But you got to, like, I will have days where I'm like,
everyone does, yeah.
I will tweet like some just like real snarky and just concise, like, don't feel like streaming today. I'm an idiot. Bye.
Yeah.
And then I'll sit and watch fucking Netflix all day and feel like a dick. But then, I mean, you have to force yourself to do that. And I'm guilty as
I think everyone
like anybody is, as far as like letting shit get you down. But I mean, you kind of got to. I mean, every time I push that stream button, I don't regret it.
Yeah.
I don't regret it.
Usually, if you go into a stream with a bad mood, by the end of that stream, something will happen that like has made you in a better mood.
Yeah.
Whether it's just, maybe the viewership is better that day, maybe you really enjoy the game, maybe someone came in the chat and said, like, hey, I really love what you're doing. Like, just small shit like that can completely affect a streamer's mood. On the flip side, someone come into your chat and be like, you're a fucking fat idiot, what are you doing? And then you're like, well, fuck. Like, what am I supposed to do now? Like, that guy just called me a fat idiot. Like, what the hell am I supposed to do?
You're not an idiot.
I'm just saying, like, there's so many things that happen that'll affect it that not a lot of people think about, so.
Yeah, the best thing I can say is, like, if you had a bad stream, like, change the fucking game. I don't care if you're like in the middle of a thing.
Yeah.
Change the game. Have a fun day.
The other thing too is
have a fun day, just fun.
I honestly think Lyrics figured that out before any other broadcaster. He'll change the game if he doesn't like it, and maybe he's in a little bit of a comfortable spot where he'll still have 20,000 watching regardless of what he's playing. But if you're not having fun playing or streaming what you're playing, just play something else. Like, the viewers will find you.
Can't tell you how many times, like, in the mod chat, they're like, you are not having fun playing this. Please stop. It is painful for us, and we like watching you all the time, so stop playing it. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think, like, for me at least, these cons are a way to, one, hang out with our friends, which we don't get to do because we're all working so fucking much, and two, it's a chance to meet people that watch our streams. For me, coming to these is like, I get a boost. I want to go home and stream more. Being burned out at something like this is not something that happens. Sure, we're exhausted, and you can tell, like, the first day, on Monday, when everyone gets back, everyone's voice is going to be a little bit lower, it's going to be a little bit quieter, but we're going to be there the first day we're back, because coming to this shit and meeting people that enjoy what we do is, like, the best thing. So, no, I don't think people will get burnt out from going to cons. Yeah. Short answer. Cool.
Thank you.
Thanks for the question, man.
All right, I gotta do that thing too. So we got like 1, 2 questions left.
Let's rapid fire the rest of the questions.
Rapid fire.
There's 7 people left. Rapid fire
let's go.
questions.
Hi, I'm Lima Zulu Tango, and I'm wondering if you're gonna bring back the reviews that you used to do on Drop Frames of other channels.
The review. Oh, that's a good idea.
We should.
We should, yeah. I think I need to like
Next question.
Look at that format, but yeah. Yes, I think we definitely should do something like that. That was super fun. I enjoyed shitting on people's
channels. And it's helpful too, yeah.
Hi, Out of Order Show. As YouTube Gain and Twitch start like innovating and competing with one another, is it on partners to kind of but like monitor each other, seeing if they're like bleed blue or bleed purple, if they bleed purple, or they're doing like dual broadcasting on YouTube Gaming and Twitch? Like, is it up to you guys to kind of like steer them back to Twitch, or is it like their own business?
I mean,
there's something in the contract that says you can't dual stream.
Yeah,
in Twitch, like when you sign a partner contract, as
Right.
far as I know, you can't do both at the same time.
there are contracts where that doesn't exist, and some people I think have gotten yelled at for doing that. But at the end of the day, you're not going to see Twitch kill a channel with like 100,000 plus followers. It'll never happen. It has happened once, and that was almost 2 years ago, and then it got brought back. So like, I don't think you'll ever see Twitch, and YouTube will probably, I know YouTube has fucked so many people over channel-wise that they don't care. But Twitch, like...
I heard a laugh from back here.
Yeah.
So he goes, when you said YouTube has fucked people over.
They really have.
It was awesome.
There's been channels, like I know of a channel 3 days ago, for whatever reason, he got 3 strikes on his channel. He had 3,000 plus hours of VODs. They're all gone. He can't access them. His channel's gone. It's it. Twitch would never do that to someone, I don't think. And if they did, they would have like 5 followers, and no one would know.
Oh, there would be a riot.
Yeah.
Total riot.
Oh yeah. That's all.
Like, and that's the thing. Like when you write against YouTube, like, do you know who you're actually?
Yeah, that's
who
the
you
scary-
want to talk to. Like in Twitch, like if I'm pissed off at something that happened on the channel, I know who to talk to.
It's a scary thing too on Twitch because the communities, YouTube comments are not loud. Twitch communities are loud as fuck. Like if you pissed off, say tomorrow Lyric's channel got shut down. That is massive. There's so many people in that community that it would bleed over into every other channel on Twitch. Every broadcaster would be talking about it, and you just couldn't do it. Like, there's no way that's ever going to happen. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, and I think Twitch understands that. I think the broadcasters understand that. But the biggest thing is, like, don't be an idiot and stream to both. Look at your contract and be professional.
That's rule 1 in some of my favorite channels. Is rule number 1: don't be an idiot.
Yeah.
Don't be a moron. That's mine. My first rule: don't be a moron.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks for the question.
Hello, my name is Connor Wu.
How's it going?
Sorry. I'm just wondering, with the prevalence of survival, like H1Z1 and DayZ, what do you guys think the next big genre will be? Like, or what would you guys see like to come around or come back?
VR.
Dude,
what's up?
Did you not hear what his name was?
No.
What was your name again?
Connor Wu.
I can't hear shit. Oh, Connor Wu. Oh, okay.
Oh, Swan Song's so good though. That Swan Song though.
I guess I suck.
DJ Weed, everybody. He's a card. He is a fucking card.
I just glossed over that. So new genres is what you're saying?
What do you believe the next like big genre would be? Like survival
I think
horror?
VR games is going to be the next boom on Twitch in 6 months. Like everyone's going to try to be able to stream Oculus or Morpheus or the Vive or whatever it is, and that will be kind of the thing that everyone wants to see. What that looks like, I don't know. But it would be really cool to be able to sit, have a virtual chat room with people from your Twitch chat, and you're an avatar walking around in a big building, and so are they, and you just go up and say hi, and that's a really cool thing that will probably happen. So I think VR is like the next big thing that'll be on streams. But what about you?
I agree. That's exactly what I said. I said VR.
Cool.
Without a doubt. Yep.
Thank you, Connor.
Hi, my name is Sam706 from Minnesota, and I've seen a lot of crazy stuff happen both from broadcasters and from people in chat during the live streams that, it seemed like people were really having some problems, and that really interests me. Professionally, I work in mental health, and for a hobby, I stream and watch, and I'm wondering if there's a way that I can kind of blend the two, or if there's any resources or someone I could talk to maybe about trying to work on something on that side, just because I've seen so much crazy shit happen.
Yeah, that's a rough question.
There's a way to integrate whatever you do into because this isn't like just video game streaming. This is live interactive entertainment. Like there's a way to honestly, like if you were doing like a Q&A like about your profession, like what you do, like while you're playing, like I don't know, Surgeon Simulator, whatever the fuck, like something like that. Like if you were like, it's like ask Dr. Shitstain, and well, I'm just saying like blank name, and you were like, oh, I can ask you like questions about that, and maybe make some like funny questions like, what do I do about herpes on my wiener, or stuff like that. Like, and have it like interactive, like you can incorporate whatever you want. That's the best part about this. The only limit is your fucking imagination.
Yeah, I guess I agree with that.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Hi, Billy MF Mays here.
For the magic zombie knife!
Yes.
Sorry.
So a lot of streamers focus on building a community on both Twitch and YouTube. And with one platform going to VODs and one platform going to live streaming, do you think we're going to see a lot of those people just commit to one platform?
Yeah.
And should they or shouldn't they?
I think they will, and I think it's rough. Like it's going to be on a case-by-case basis. Some people that are huge on YouTube will stay on YouTube. Some people, and they'll grow through VODs. Some people who are huge on Twitch will stay on Twitch and they'll grow through live streams. And then they'll make the Twitch VOD something that they focus on as well, but it's never going to be as big as their live stream. Same thing as YouTube. VODs will be their biggest thing, but their live stream will be there as well. And I think I haven't seen too many people that have signed, like the big contracts haven't hit yet, and I don't know if those ever will. But I think you'll start seeing a lot of big names, locked in, and that'll be something that I don't think Twitch will celebrate, but I think YouTube will celebrate that, and they'll say like, hey, we just locked in whatever name you want for X years. And I think that's going to eventually happen. If they stay competitors and they keep rising to the top, people will eventually sign in super exclusive contracts and be locked in for 10 years. And that's kind of the nature of the business, and that's the nature of what will happen, I think. But what about you?
Yeah, I think a lot of people will stick with the girl they came with, basically.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I'm Twitch, like all the way 100%.
Right.
I use YouTube as a means to an end for my video system, whatever, my past broadcasts and highlights and whatever.
Right.
But it's a means to an end. Like, I will stick with Twitch because that's the girl I brought to the dance.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people from YouTube will be the same way. But there's people out there who have awesome success in both platforms.
Right.
I bet it stays that way. I bet they stay live on Twitch, VODs on YouTube, because it's a good, different system.
Sure.
I'm sure they won't even barely use the upload system on Twitch if they have a good thing already, 1 million subscribers on YouTube already.
Yeah.
So I think it's for those of us who have I have all my eggs in the Twitch basket. I will stick with that.
I will say, I think in terms of new talent, it will all come from Twitch. None of it will ever be on YouTube because it's so hard to build yourself there. On Twitch, you still see channels today that will start today. And 6 months from now or 9 months from now, there'll be a brand new channel that everyone's talking about just because that's kind of how Twitch works. It's much faster. If you have one big video on YouTube, no one's going to subscribe to that. But if you have one long stream that everyone's really into, they'll follow your channel and come back a second time.
And there's a sense of urgency on Twitch.
Right.
He's live right now. Check out what he's doing live on YouTube. And everybody's like,
Yeah.
YouTube, it's like, oh, I'll check that later.
Yeah.
It's going to be there.
All right, I'm getting 1 minute in my ear. Thank you for the question. Two more questions.
Yes.
Super fast.
Hello, I'm Weez202 from Iceland. I've been streaming for almost 4 years now, and the biggest problem that I experience is just going live. It's just it's very similar to the other question, so I'm so sorry if it's if you're going to be repeating yourselves. But the most difficult thing for me is to start streaming. It's like I can find a million reasons. Find a million reasons to not go live. So do you guys have any kind of other streamers or other kind of sources of inspiration that you look to whenever you want to go live? Right before
Don't
you
watch
hit
another
that?
stream if you want to go live, because then you won't. You'll start watching the stream.
Right.
Just go live.
Well, first thing I want to say is if you have to work that hard to stream, maybe streaming is not for you.
That's true.
I'm just saying, I don't have to think about streaming because I love doing it. I want to do it for the most part. 99% of the time I want to do it. There are days when I don't. But you don't have to tell someone who likes playing basketball, you should go out and play basketball. Or he doesn't have to force himself to do that because he likes doing it. And maybe that's what I'm saying. If you have to force yourself, maybe it's not your thing.
Yep, I agree. Sorry for the short answer, but I'm getting yelled at.
But yes,
Last
just
question.
find motivation. I found motivation by watching this show, or having people on this show. Total Biscuit motivated me to do that. So watch the VODs of this because it's awesome.
There you go. I guess.
I'm
Last
sorry.
question, super quick.
Yep.
Hi, I'm 83, and I'm just wondering if I can peer through the veil of my delusions of grandeur and just sit up on the couch with you guys for while these people...
Yeah, get up here and we'll close the show.
Come on, let's go.
We don't have a headset for you. Talking to his mic.
How you doing?
Hey.
Hey. What? Do you have any advice for new streamers?
Oh, okay.
I ain't scared.
That happens. All right. Thanks, everyone, for coming to Drop Frames.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time. We got to run to another panel. Have a good night.